It's the day in the life. Urban Skills 2012. YouTube, Facebook. Shout out to everybody. Got your boy. Living good. Right now I'm in the beach. Had to do a brief interview. But I'm going to get back with you a few seconds from now. So if it seems black and white, it's all good. But we keep it an old school. Note to self, circa 1992, if you know what year I was born. Holla back. One love to the females. And shout out to the thick chicks. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need love too. Everybody getting mean love to them hoes. They ain't hoes though, but thick women need some love, but I ain't gonna talk too much about that subject, But yeah, it's all good. Niggas know, from the pool hall to the Bronx, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yo, what's poppin'? This is Jeremy Wilkerson. 2012, May, summertime. Just been working a lot, just 10-hour days, 7 days a week, just constantly working, getting my money up, getting my grind up. Still doing the music thing here and there, just being a human being, just living life, you dig?
If you had one thing to add to anything that can make your life better right now in the year 2012, what would it be?
Make my life better, I just hope to just be more responsible and be stronger when fighting the temptations that we deal with in day-to-day life.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wilkerson.
Gone internally, and you stuck here below the heavens for eternity. Whose world is this?
Hey, how you doing today? This is David DeAndre Smile, aka Urban Skills. Right now I'm introducing the topics of basically relationships with women as we constantly stress on, political projects that we're going to stress on in the future, such as Barack Obama or Ron Paul, academics, weed, just anything that can just be touched upon that most rappers and most political speakers miss. And it's 2012 as you speak. I am 19 years old at the moment, and I'm currently trying to build my success as if working at a job, if not going to college. And soon enough, get my foot out the door and try to get more people following and more people to get into the movements and have a proactive lifestyle, such as living more healthy, eating fruits and vegetables and Nutri-Grain cereals, fiber bars. Second, make sure that you study 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, a little bit past school. Fourthly, make sure that you have protected sex and make sure that you always know who you want to be with and make sure that you're not being a dick to them because everything is so stressful. Number 4, stressful. Make sure that everything is just so light and that you don't take everything with a grain of salt and fire. Make sure that you really pay attention from your friends around. And right now, this is a brief introduction and I will see you soon shortly. Thank you.
I just want to talk about why are girls between the ages 15 and my age 20 are having babies and getting pregnant so early, so soon. I just want to briefly talk about that subject with my homie Urban Skills right here. We're going to discuss this topic.
Yeah, the topic,
Yeah.
it's just like,
I feel like, why are people so quick to have unprotected sex? Make sure you're protected. Wear a condom.
or birth control, or patches,
yeah,
or what's the thing
There are
called when
many
girls
ways.
get their ovaries taken out? That certain procedure, they can get that taken out too.
Yeah, I forget, but there are many.
But I just want to
But
literally.
there are many ways to have sex and be safe.
If you go unprotected, be prepared for consequences. I know
Yeah.
I can be prepared for consequences because I mean, there's times what I'm saying, or my boy Justin, or my man, anybody, but at the same time, I think it's just wrong how some of these dudes, we haven't stressed this before. How you gonna dog a woman out if you know that you slept with her? You know what I'm saying? You can't dog her out because you got a quick piece of ass. So if you get a quick piece of ass,
Why do these men always blame the woman for giving baby that took 2 to create? She didn't create this child by herself. She needed help, which was you. And then you go ahead and have unprotected sex and you just leave her there just to raise the kid by herself. Like, these niggas out here need to be more responsible and need to be fathers and need to start taking care of their kids. Because there's too many kids out here without a mother or without a father, and they need guidance. because this world is crazy right now.
And without guidance, there wouldn't be no such thing as I guess you could say a successful man or woman, because if you don't have a successful man or woman in that child's life, the child's gonna grow up basically like a puzzle. He's gonna have the pieces that can connect, and certain parts such as, you know, feelings towards a woman, or if he was a guy, feelings towards his mom, it can change versus if you have both parents and both parents is not in the picture. It can go either traumatically good or traumatically bad, meaning that I know certain people that grow up in broken homes, that grew up to have, you know, scholarships in high school, went to a great college, and there's guys that even quit school, get a GED because they want to be a rapper, or they want to be a drug dealer, or they get a girl pregnant and then they just want to, like, you know what, that ain't mine, and they give the BS excuse because I didn't have a mom growing up, I didn't have a dad growing up, and I'm tired of hearing that because that's very illiterate, and this is coming from somebody that's 19 years old. So if I can say this from being 19, then you know there's something wrong with the society. And my man's just 20 years old, just turned 20. And I appreciate the lady right here just saying that. And she don't have to be on camera, but if she has anything to like alliterate towards what I just said, like say, she can say it, because I feel like everybody's putting their responsibilities on a pedestal.
Yeah, people are not.
Everybody's always putting on a pedestal when it's wrong.
Like I was saying before in a recent video, like every consequence has positive and negative outcomes. So you better be prepared to handle that in whatever situation that you do. So if you're having unprotected sex, if a girl gets pregnant, you better be prepared to be there and be a part of that child's life. Because there's too many kids. We need to start, each one teach one, reach one, young to the old. We need to start teaching all these kids out here, whether they're 3 years old, whether they're 8 years old, it don't matter what the age. These kids out here, they need guidance, they need parents, and they need love. I
want to speak on preferably from the black community. What do you think about the community, you know, especially we black? They talk about, it's hard for us because we black folks. And don't get me wrong, we've been in oppression for 400 years. I know this, but at the same time, I just feel like we as a people is lacking because we use that as a petty excuse.
Because we stuck in that mindset.
And that's why niggas is constantly buying jewelry on TV, buying cars, buying, you know, stupid crap that means nothing. It's like niggas like, I'm gonna let you know this one thing. When my man Brooklyn on TV, Brooklyn watch me, shout out to Brooklyn, you know, niggas is like this. I learned this from Baby Boy. Everybody see Baby Boy. You got two kinds of groups. You got butter and you got business. Some niggas is about their business, all about making money, dividends, stocks, bonds, and you got butter, which is like buying jewelry, cars, clothes, and not giving a fuck about the society. And one thing I want to get on, why is it when a nigga wake up in a game, other niggas is quick to jump on his case? And it's not because of jealousy, it's because they just, sometimes it's not even a valid reason.
And there's one thing I want to add too. Why is it with females, how should I put this, like, they so quick to chase after the, I want to say broke ass nigga. I really don't want to say that.
I don't want to use the word nigga because the word.
But I want to say the broke ass dude that doesn't really have anything going for him. They're so quick to chase after him and go after him. And then the person with a good stable job, is going to school, getting good grades,
and they don't want to have
doing something with
him.
His life. They continue to dog him and treat him like,
it's because I learned
like
this
crap.
I learned this from videos,
you know
of watching plenty of videos.
But the broke ass dude, he baggy pants,
it's because they
wife
like,
beater, ain't got nothing going for him. They quick to
like the
sleep
image
with him or chase him because he's exciting. He's unpredictable.
I do. They
But
like
the average Joe that's going to school,
like
making a name for himself, just doing what he needs to do to get success in life, they dog that. They look down upon that.
The thing is, man, they look forward to that because they like the image, like, ooh, I wonder what's coming up next. They like the unpredictability of what's going to happen. See, if it was just a person just like us that's already have our mind frame set, such as going to school, having a job, doing something with our lives at a young age, then of course they don't want nothing to do because they think that's boring and they want some kind of thrill. Because if you notice in some of the videos I watch, black or white, they don't really settle down or be serious with a relationship until at least 25 or 30 years old. Because they once they're that age, that's when they realize that they've been playing around and they just realize that we wasted these good years of our beauty and our mindset on crazy men. And we should have been spending our time with good men that can actually provide for us and not give us no hassle. So we don't have to be on shows like Maury or Jerry Springer back in the day, or Ricky Lay back in the day, or even other shows that's relevant in today's society.
And
Black community as well, such as, you know, BET, which I think shows like Wendy Williams, that type of show is very unacceptable to me because it doesn't really glamorize anything. The only thing it glamorizes is just jewelry and making sure women make sure they're divas. Nobody wants to hear that diva mess because a diva is a sarcastic, loudmouth witch. That's basically what it is when I looked it up. There's nothing attractive about being a diva, so I get tired of black women especially. I love my black women to death. I had to point this out because I heard 2 women the other day talking about divas. Diva is nothing positive out that word. Nobody wants somebody that's loud, abrasive, or have man-like features. We want somebody that's angel-like, we want somebody that's educated, pretty, and
with
somebody I can take on to my mom, you know.
With a heart.
Yeah, with a heart. And that can go for men too, not just women. We want somebody just.
Hey, you pick, I can add to that.
You want to add something to that?
But you know, this is my point.
Okay.
And I said this to my ex. They holler they want good women, you know, but their definition of good women and mine are 2 different things. To them, a good woman is a good woman. Some men, okay? I'm not categorizing because every man's not like that. But they want to sleep around, go around wherever they want to, and then come home when they want to. And I told mine, I said, if you wanted to be, you should have married one. You knew I walked with the Lord when you married me. And he said, well, you won't fight me, you just kill the big man on me. I said, exactly. Because he can handle you where I can't. He can move you in or he can move you out. You know? And I can relate to everything you're saying, you know?
Sometimes I think people live in a fantasy world, you know?
It's like,
I don't know.
duh.
I used to live in New York City, not because I'm just wearing this, but I used to live in New York and I see things is very different. It's a little fast paced, but it's kind of the same mindset. But when I come back to Tennessee, things are a little slower, but it's like anywhere I go, it's the same thing. And it's like, it don't matter what color you are, how old you are.
Absolutely.
It don't.
Absolutely. Well, I told him, I said, you know what? God has got you caught like a big bass fish. And someday he's going to reel that hook. And you're going to land on the bank like Jonah full of seaweed. You know, so I just turned you loose. He said, I said, you need to read them marriage license. He said, why? I said, I'd see part-time in it or I wouldn't apply. I wouldn't look for part-time.
There's no such thing as a full-time commitment
And
from
you're
both
like-
parties.
yeah.
I appreciate your input on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to butt in, but I agree,
No, it's
and I understand
appreciated.
everything
How you doing,
you're
sir?
saying.
You know, I appreciate
Everything
that.
you're saying.
What was that?
Uh,
Oh yeah,
I
I just wanted to.
I'm gonna wrap this up, but I'm gonna let my
How are
man
you
say
today?
a few more
Yeah, I
words.
just want a few more. And then just like I was saying before, excuse me, y'all. I just got lost in a train of thought. But like I was saying before, just like, you know, it might sound cliche, but why is it always that saying that the nice guy finished last? And then you see these chicks constantly on Facebook talking about, oh,
Man, you just wanna pick
wanna-
up this motherfucker
I-
and just beat their head until they smart.
Oh, I want a good man. Oh, I want somebody to tell me I'm beautiful. Oh, I want somebody to be there for me. And then the dude, he can be standing right there. He'll tell you you're beautiful. He'll be there right there for you. And you'll just dog him. You'll just dog him and treat him like he's not there. But the dude that treats you like shit, excuse my language, I do not want to curse, but the dude that just treats you like nothing, you're so quick to just chase after him. And that's my input.
My input also is, I just want to get on the whole thing about America. You know, America was found, you know, I don't want to be, you know, Mr. I think I know it all, or this nigga think he uppity, because it's not like that. I'm still in the same boat. I'm still broke. I've been wearing this polo for 2 years now. Nigga, I was 17. You know what I'm saying? I was at work. Look what happened at work. You know what I'm saying? You can see my boxers on deck. You know, but the thing is, America was so crooked. We just, everything's just, the thing is, man, we was founded, what was it, like 1770 or some shit like that. I think it was around the time the dollar came out. And it's just like, it's built up on some bullshit, you know, Mason, you know, type shit, Bilderberg, as you know, the eye of the money, which is evil. Not,
Oh yeah.
not to get too much into
and
the
then you
the
got
business.
the Rothschild and the royal families, and they basically own all the banks and a majority of the world's
And they can
money.
do anything.
And,
They
I
can
wanted to ask you real quick.
Okay,
What's your
ask-
opinion
come
on
on, look at the
what's
camera.
your opinion on Greece dropping the euro as its dollar, and that could put Europe's economy down
first-
super far, and with Europe's economy going down, that's going to bring ours down.
At
too.
first, I think that was. At the same time, I thought that was very, 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 very irresponsible. At the same time, they did it
Yeah,
for a
with the
reason.
banks and-
They did it for a reason, not because they were just jerks. It's because obviously we fucked them over probably a few years back. And if they do that, like you was just talking about, dropping Europe's money,
Euro,
our dollar
yeah.
signs. Our dollar is worth right now in Canada, I think it's worth 50 cents. So it's gonna be even more just hectic on our lives as black man or a white man. And this is Greece is just gonna be laughing at us if not, or it's gonna hurt their economy because it can go both ways if you think about it. But at the same time, it can't. So if I really didn't sum it up more, correct me if I'm wrong. So,
Yeah, I feel you on
you
that.
know,
That's what's up.
everybody's it's just and people need to realize the masonry, the hand sign. Don't ever, if you ever see this, I don't even want to throw the hand sign up, but if you ever see somebody throw up the OK sign, it's basically where you take your finger with 3 fingers up and you put an O. That doesn't mean okay. It's because it's a 6. It's a 6.
And I want people don't get on that spooky shit. Just because you hear talks of Masons and stuff, that doesn't mean you need to freak out and be all scared. Mason doesn't necessarily just mean evil. It just,
Nah, there's
it just
good
means,
Masons out there, too.
Yeah, it just means a secret society that's doing things that they can't tell you
So to
about.
tell you the truth, my dad, I think it was 2009 or 10, he became a Mason. I don't know why. We didn't know what it was for. But at the same time, I was ignorant.
I just
ignorant to the
suggest
point.
people
Let me say this real
don't
quick.
be a part of that.
I was ignorant to the point because I actually thought it was on some evil shit. But at the same time, I don't think it's evil because I know my dad still goes to church. He still does what he needs to do. But at the same time, there's a lot of things I'm not gonna say on camera that he's done that's been fucked up. But at the same time, he repented himself. But Masonry, like Jeremy Wilkerson was saying, David DeAndre, it's not necessarily bad, but the majority of them are bad, and they seem to give them a bad vibe. And another thing is, like, if you've seen, like I was explaining, the OK sign, which is basically you take the O and then you see the 6. That makes 6, and sometimes you see rappers do it over their eyes, or you see Jay-Z with the the Hova sign. That doesn't mean that. Be careful, because if you look at the dollar bill, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. The I means truth. The I means evil.
All those people, they're just puppets, dude. The true
Lil Wayne is
the
a puppet.
true
I mean,
the
agree
true
or not,
people
Jay?
that's really doing that shit behind closed doors is the people that own the banks, the people that got control of the money and the power. They have all the money.
I mean, Jay, let me
It's
ask
not
you
about
something.
money. They have all the
When was the
money.
last time you seen a real nigga in the rap game? A real nigga. I don't think we seen a real nigga probably since Rhyme Fest. And what happened to Rhyme Fest? Rhyme Fest gone. You seen Rhyme
I mean,
Fest?
there's a lot of true niggas out there.
I mean, we got Kendrick
But-
Lamar. Kendrick Lamar's a real
Lamar,
nigga,
yeah.
but we don't see him because if you notice, the real niggas that's doing real shit, music and speaking real stuff, they seem to fade out every time they want to do an interview. But when they don't like draw into the bullshit like such as Lil Wayne, not disrespecting him, or Soulja Boy or Lil B, then they're not gonna make any money whatsoever, and that's just causing more havoc on the black community and the young community as well, such as my age. I'm 19, I'm figuring this shit out. What's wrong? There's a problem with that. It's not going straight because in another 25, 35 years, the community's just gonna go. This is some berserk shit. It's gonna be like Pac said. Everybody's just gonna fade out. It's not gonna be some killer nigga type shit. And another thing about Pac, I'm gonna say, you so busy thinking about the money, get the motherfucking money. Stop talking about it, right or wrong, Jay, because I get tired of niggas complaining, washing, and all this money. You talking about this diva shit, these black hoes and these white girls like, I got Gucci, I got Baby Fat, I got all this Hello Kitty. Nobody wants to hear that shit, man. Get out of here with that, man. I want to hear that shit. I want to hear that, man.
My last thing, I just want to say, life is a constant struggle, it's a constant battle, and you just got to make sure that you're doing the right thing and you're going the right path that you want to go on. Don't follow the path that people tell you to go, or follow the crowd, or follow society. Do what you feel is right in your heart and follow your path. And I guarantee you, tomorrow or the next day or in the future, you're going to see the light.
Jay, let me ask you one last question, man. If you seriously got into the rap game right now, what would you try to do? Because you know for a fact, and I even heard Too Short say it, among rappers, entertainers, comedians, they have the most effect and influential, words on people. And I was thinking, if that's the case, how would you express yourself in the rap game? Because you could say if you have 5 million people that bought your CD, 5 million people gonna listen to you on Twitter or whatever. What would you do?
Just
In all realness, Jay.
not really be more conscious. Just be me. Just be me. That's all I can be. I gotta be Jeremy Wilkerson at the end of the day. I can be me. I gotta rap about what I know. I gotta make music that I want to create that comes from my heart. I gotta be me.
Because you know there's gonna be regular, Jay. You know there's gonna be
And that's
regular labels
what
gonna
more
force
rappers.
They're gonna force you to do songs when you get signed.
That's
So are you prepared for that?
That's what more rappers need to do. They need to be more honest with themselves. And as far as the record labels,
They're gonna force you to do songs.
what I want to do, I want to build my grind from the ground up, saying I want to have a buzz already before the labels come at me, so I can already have my own establishment before I even set my foot in the door in the record label.
Because if you set your foot in the door, they don't know who you are, and they're like, well, we control your ass, but you already have a buzz.
And if
like,
they already
no
start
choice.
that control shit, I can say, hey, I can bounce out and say, I already got this right here.
Because,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
I want to give another example.
Not really this, but you know what I'm talking about.
I want to give an
My own
example.
establishment.
I want to bring up, I said Soulja Boy, before he got signed back in, was it 06, 07? He was
I don't
already,
keep up with him like that.
he was, I did some research because I like to research on artists. He was making $10,000-$15,000 a show, and this was before he was signed to College Park. And so I found it kind of funny when my friend Jeremy told me College Park, told his album that was garbage. He's like, I've been making 10, 15 G's already.
Yeah.
At the same time, there was other artists that was record labels that was gonna get to him, but College Park chose him, and that's basically what Jay is saying. If he's making $10,000-$15,000 already, then why do I need to go to you for it?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Jay. If you're making 10 G's a
Yeah, I
week,
understand.
what you gonna do with that, Jay? I mean,
Yeah.
I make $20,000 in a week. I mean, for real. But Jay, what do you think about the clothing, man? What do you think about the skinny jeans, man? I've been meant to ask you about that too. I think that's nasty. They look good on hoes.
That's them. Oh yeah, that's them. That's them,
Shout out to y'all.
But yeah, that's it, man.
Hey, this is Urban Skills is re-announcing what I was just saying previously. I strongly agree with what Jeremy Wilkerson had to say about the drugs and the building long-term bloodshed of what we keep constantly distressing and recycling. And I just want to alliterate for some people, if I use that word correctly, that if we don't analyze the structures of what we have right now in this day and age, then what we'll have in the future will just go down here and crash. So if we can get everybody on board and just get the motherload to stop smoking, stop drinking, more abusing, stop that, we can be good and we can just have so much longevity, more people just communicating, so you don't have to smoke, you don't have to do anything that can jeopardize your future. Because it's this long-term enforcementship, this is going to constantly construct your meanings of what it might be, and we just need to realize for the presidency as well. So how can you complain if you never vote and you still want to have matters in your own hands? And so you got people robbing, you got people stealing, you got people doing drugs, you got people having extortion, you got people having babies and adopting kids for money. Yes, you get money for adopting kids, and then they don't give a fuck about the kids because they think they get a little bit of money. You so worried about getting money, but yet you don't have no education to speak properly at the same time. So you need to get the gold revenue. And the gold revenue, in my opinion, is where you have the education, you have the politics, you have the business, you have the family, you have everything that can make you successful more than money. The money's just extra, it's cake on the icing. You know what I'm saying? And we need politics, that's why I bring that up. Barack Obama is running again soon because the presidential election is coming back up. And more people need to get more aware. And I just think that if we don't really just conjoin as a people, black, white, Hispanic, Mexican, Pacific Islander, Latina, then I just really don't see how things are going to go well no matter who's in the office and no matter how much money, how much shit he got. And right now I want to bring my guest in, which you've seen previously. So Definition, if you can come in here.
So actually I got a few topics.
You got a few topics.
How do you feel about Egypt finally being able to vote, and what do you feel your opinions on the genocide in Syria, the massive killing?
Would you keep it kind of still?
I forgot what the president's
still
name, but he's been killing a lot of his own people because they want him out of office. because these people are tired of being ruled by dictators and they want democracy. Basically, just what are your opinions on those revolutions going on in Egypt and Syria?
I feel like the revolutions and what was it, Egypt and what was other place?
Syria.
And Syria, they have a different construction of what they run versus the U.S. because if you was to fuck up over there, you get your hand cut off. Versus over here, you just go to jail for 35, 45 days. And I feel like the revolution over there are strong people at the same time. If they was to say one thing like that's negative versus what the person from other overseas will say, they will run with it and try to go with it as a culture. Versus over here, it's very dictatorship, such as blacks going at blacks, whites going at whites, skinheads, rednecks, ghetto thugs, thug niggas, and all culture grades. And the democracy is just what people just makes it want to be. Because if you really think about it, nothing is what we want it to be. So we just created a democracy. And if we create this democracy, it's just gonna be more and more negativity towards this anybody and what anybody this thinks or what they think they can think. I mean, that just alliterates towards what Mr. Jeremy Wilkerson has said. And just add one more thing, is I just want to ask, why is it that more people, they get up in the morning and they just want to commit stupid fucking thoughts? And what I mean by that, you go to work and you be like, you know what, I hate my job. And so you hate your job, so what? I'm like, you know what? You don't have to quit your job because you hate it, because you still got bills to pay, you still got food to take care of, you still got people to hold you back, and you still got more people that you need to like follow up because everybody's is some kind of hero to you. But if I had to say one thing, I would say more people need to get involved, more people need to get more educated, enlightenment, and just realize that there is a higher power out there, and we need to realize as well. Amen. Go ahead. It's true.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Henry Mar. Chilling with my boy Dave right now. I'm not exactly sure what he's interviewing me for, but I guess I'll let him take it from here.
Speak your mind, baby. Speak it.
Speak my mind?
Speak your mind.
All right. 20 minutes ago, I just ran into someone who I was kind of talking to, some chick that I was kind of talking to, and it was pretty awkward. She pretty much, acted as if, I take that off, man. I can't see my mind right now, man. I'm kind of in a daze right now.
You know, mess with a dog. If I had to ask you one question about the society of 2012, what would you do to populate more culture into the black minds and the youth instead of this bullshit that constantly feed us?
Just talk about more relevant topics of what we're going through as far as just poverty, violence, where we need to be, where we need to grow as a community and a society. Like, we need to get out of the mind state that we can't make it out of say the projects or these low-income neighborhoods, because there is a future out there, and there's a better way than say selling drugs and doing illegal type stuff to get money. Because a lot of these kids out here, they want the spoils and successes of war, but they don't want war itself.
Exactly.
See, they want the rich lifestyle, the money, the flash. They want all the positives of, say, selling drugs and stuff. But they don't think about the negatives that come with it, as far as prison time, as far as getting shot at, as far as seeing your best friend get shot,
and felonies
as far
and whatnot.
as getting beat over the head by the cops, somebody breaking into your door and just locking you up and putting you in jail for life.
And
they
all
don't
this,
think about those
all the racist shit as well too. The races and consequences.
Every consequence has a positive and negative outcome.
Exactly.
So we need to be more aware of the choices that we make in this life today.
Okay.